Welcome back to another edition of the Gadget Lab Show. I'm Michael Calori.
And I am Roberto Baldwin.
And this week we've got for you the Fitbit Zip. Matt Honan reviewed this on Wired.com, but Matt couldn't be here today to shoot.
He's probably out walking somewhere.
Yeah, right, without his Fitbit. So Robbie and I are going to tell you about it. If you're familiar with the old Fitbit, you'll notice this one looks a little bit different. You wear it, you clip it to your body, you walk around, it tracks your movements, it tracks your steps you take every day, it counts them for you, the number of calories you burn, the amount of distance that you've traveled, and if you're not that active, if you sit on your fat ass all day, it starts to frown at you.
Fitbit's sad because you're lazy.
But if you want to check up on your stats, you just tap the screen, and you scroll through them. It's pretty cool. Very nice little live feedback feature.
And it connects to your iPhone.
Yes, but only your iPhone. The Android app is on its way, and the Windows Phone app is probably never coming. Although, it could be in the future, just don't count on it.
Windows Phone's coming. If more than 12 people buy it, boom.
Then there will be a Fitbit app for it. It also, you can connect it to your desktop computer. And when you sync wirelessly, by the way, all the data comes off the Fitbit, goes onto your computer, and then you can look at all the charts. So you can see, how you did yesterday as compared to how you did today. You can earn badges, so you can earn badges for things like 10,000 steps. And that's actually something else I should mention is that with this, you can, if you have a Fitbit, you can also, since it tracks calories burned, you can enter in the food that you eat. But you can't do that on this, you have to do that on the app. So either on your phone or on your desktop, you gotta go in after every meal and tell it what you ate, and it adds up all the calories and then balances that with how many you've burned based on how many steps you've taken. So
if you're an overachiever person who works out all the time, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But if you're someone who just I just need to start working out, and then you buy this, guess what? I don't think you're gonna after about 2 weeks, you're gonna be like, I'm not putting this stuff in anymore.
Yeah, it's a bit of a drag to have to do that after every single meal. So if you're very dedicated, it's a good helping device, but it's not going to actively make you work out.
It won't turn you into Jack LaLanne.
No. So Robbie was thinking it would be kind of cool if you had one of these that actually shocked you.
Or had it made a loud noise, because if it shocks you, it has to be on you. But if you're ignoring it and you have it in the other room, it makes this piercing noise, like when the 9-volt battery in your smoke detector is going bad. So you're like, oh, I gotta get that Fitbit. I gotta do my 5,000 steps today.
Yes, because nanny wear is always the best kind of wear.
It is. It forces you into doing something via irritation.
One other thing we should mention is that there's no charging dock for this. It is a watch battery inside of it. So it's a little 3-volt battery. You pop it out, you replace the battery, and you're good to go, which is great, except for the fact that when the battery runs out, it will probably end up in the sock drawer.
With that Zune.
And all the crappy $30 watches you bought over the years.
Oh, yeah. And your old iPhone.
Yeah. All that stuff. So the new Fitbit, you can get it for around 60 or 70 bucks, and it's available now. It's called the Zip, the Fitbit Zip, and you can read Matt Honan's full review on Wired.com. And let's bring on Alexandra. Alexandra's here.
Hi.
And you have some new details about the Windows 8 roadmap.
Right. So we got a bunch of new invitations today, one for Windows 8 and one for Windows Phone 8. So Microsoft sent out a detailed invitation for its Windows 8 and Surface launch, and that's happening in New York on October 25th. And then maybe half an hour to an hour later, it sent out another invitation about Windows Phone 8, and that's happening in San Francisco on October 29th. So almost back to back.
So was that Thursday?
Thursday the 25th, Monday the 29th.
So Thursday we get to see Surface and the Windows 8 operating system.
Right.
And then Monday there's the Windows Phone operating system. Why not just do them all at once?
Honestly, I don't know.
Oh yeah, and why not do them completely opposite sides of the country from one another 3 days apart?
Right, from here to there.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it basically almost makes no sense. I think it's because they have totally different product groups. Like Windows 8 people, they just do their own thing over here. Then Windows Phone 8 people, they do their own thing over here. And then they want their own separate events. They want stuff to be special, but then it's kind of a, it's a hassle for the tech press.
Windows 8, obviously, it's going to be showing up on desktops and laptops forever, right? But Surface, is that the big story?
That's
or is the
gonna
phone
be,
the big story?
No, Surface is going to be the huge story.
Okay.
Basically, Microsoft hasn't given us any time, well, maybe a couple minutes of time of hands-on, but it's been really light on the details in terms of pricing especially. That's a huge missing spec, and that is expected to be announced at that event.
Okay. What about sales? Are they going to put it on sale that day? Or?
They're going to put it on sale at midnight following the event.
Wow.
Midnight of the 26th, which will then mean you can buy it in stores, in Microsoft stores and pop-up stores, and then online.
Okay.
So.
For how much?
Nobody knows yet.
I guess we'll find out. Maybe that's their Halloween present. They're just gonna write a big check and dress up like that. And bomb
that's
or
all
walk
these
out on
surfaces
stage.
for Halloween.
Yeah. What do you think it's gonna cost?
My guess is around $599.
$600?
Yes.
For the good one or for the
For the RT, the lower tier one. It'll be like an iPad.
Okay. Looking forward to it. Seriously, looking forward to it.
And we will have news from the event.
Yes, Alexander will be covering it, and of course you'll have all kinds of stories leading up to that, which you can read on the Gadget Lab. We'll be back next week with more products and maybe more details about Microsoft's upcoming announcements, but until then, thanks for joining.